everybody. This is Walt of WalterMinton.com, and I came across this photograph I'd like to show you. Let's see, it's a really pretty photograph. I want to bring. Oh wow, look, wow, it really is, isn't it? Let's see. Oops, it's really beautiful, but that's not the one I wanted to show you. Let's see here. Okay, this picture here. Now let me make it just a tad smaller. See, I'm having to work with this tiny little window here. I don't know if I can. Oh, let's see. There. That works better. Huh. Okay. This photograph I took it out on the desert when I was out visiting a friend of mine, and it's a desert road. And what I did, I took some parts out of the picture, like this bush right here, and I separated it into a different layer, which you can do that. You can just take a picture, and if you want to put something inside the picture, you can copy out part of the picture, like this bush, for example, which is kind of almost in the foreground. It's in the foreground of the picture anyway. And then you can copy that out, like here. And I made another one. I made another bush. And I kind of moved it over a bit like that. Okay? Now, here, let me put this back. Okay, now what I did, let me remove that, was, see, I'm a science fiction writer also, and a photographer, and I love to illustrate things, especially things to do with my science fiction and so on. And I wrote a story called The Quantum Child. Anyway, it has outer space and flying saucers and things like that in it. It's an action adventure story, science fiction. Anyway, I don't know if I painted this particular picture here or not because I do paint. Can you turn this one on? This is an explosion, and I painted some, and I got some photographs someplace. But anyway, this is a layered. It's right on one of the layers, and it's part of an explosion. And I had it in two parts, and I cut out the background, erased the background, and kind of filled it in. Maybe I painted in a little bit more. No, let's see. It's been a while. Anyway, I made the explosion in two different parts, like that. And let's see. I added. See, at that time, let me see here. If you look in between, I cleared out. Let me select that layer again. I can move this layer around that way and kind of make it look a little bit more three dimensional, which is the idea, is just try to make things look a little bit more three dimensional, and so on. And also you can manipulate the sizes of these things like that too, and so on. Okay, and then in a 3D program, I made a flying saucer here. There it is. And what I did, it's on this layer here, and what I did was in the 3D program, I turned it on its end, and then I believe I added this. See, I had more. I was trying to show there's more explosions on this road behind, and because somebody was shooting at them, I think. Anyway, the flying saucer. What I did, I cut it on this end. I turned it on this end, and then I cut some of it off and blended it into the road, and then added this reflection with the clone tool, clone stamp tool. What I did, I went to the background. Let's see. I went to the background, and I turned on the clone tool to see. I reduced the opacity down to probably, maybe 15% or so, and let's see. And then let's see what I did. I went and I got the clone tool. Let's see, the clone stamp tool. Let's see, let me raise the size up here a bit. And that's about 80 pixels. It depends on the size of your picture. And then what I did was I clicked in the area of the road that I wanted to copy, like that, with the background selected. And then I selected the saucer. Now then what I did was I just cloned some of the background onto the saucers like that. And you can do that right from the background and just clone it right on where you select it from. Now, but this works simply because the road is similar, and of course the flying saucer has some transparency to it also, because it has a capability of disappearing. But anyway, that's the name of that tune. Now, see, there she is again. Looks like Miss America. Okay, anyway, that's all for that. So, this is Walter, and come see me at waltermenton.com, and I'll see you in the next video.